Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to show you a game played in 1998 between Selper and Anonymous. So Selper is with the white pieces and Anonymous is with the black pieces. Selper started with c4, g6, e4, bishop g7, and d4. White controls the center with these three pawns, and black replies with d6. Knight c3, knight f6, knight g2. So a lot of you might be saying this move is unusual because you're blocking your bishop and blocking your queen. Okay, maybe you're reinforcing your knight, but it's still crushing your position. But you'll see why he played that later in the video. So black plays knight d7, reinforcing the knight, and we have knight to g3. So here, most of you will keep saying this is still unusual, but however, this knight is controlling way different squares than it is on this f3 square. So we have pawn c6, bishop e2, pawn a6, bishop e3, and pawn h5. So black has full control on this 6th rank and is preparing to push his pawn and hit the knight. So here, f3 and pawn b5. So the thing you don't want to do here is take, because after black captured back, it is a fair trade, but you are activating your opponent's rook. So after b5, Selper went for c5, and we have a little trade here. And black plays queen c7, castles, and pawn to h4, hitting the knight. So Selper here went for knight h1. So I agree with you if you said it is unusual move, but you'll see why Selper played it in the next move. So after knight h5, queen to d2, pawn to e5, and knight to f2. So the idea of this knight is that it is rotating around the board to get in a better position. So after knight f2, black does the same, and we have pawn a4, crushing black's pawn structure. So now we have pawn to b4, hitting the knight. Now the knight is forced to move, but however, Selper went for this amazing knight sacrifice. Knight d5, captures. So now white has given away a knight for only one pawn. But here, after black plays f5, white hits the queen to b8, and white sacrifices another piece. So now, two problems here. The pawn is hitting the queen, and the queen is defending the rook. And if the queen moves, black is literally giving away a free rook. So here, black has left with no other choice but sack his rook. And now he can continue to attack. Now queen to c6, hitting the rook. Selper defends the rook with a1, and black hits the bishop. Now the bishop is trapped. But here, white goes for rook a7. So if white actually takes the bishop, you can go here, and if queen takes, rook to c8 is checkmate, a ladder mate. So you don't want that. So black doesn't want that. So he plays knight to d7. White responds with rook to c8. And that's the first sacrifice by Selper. So remember, I forgot to tell you in the beginning that this game will have 3 queen sacrifices. So just watch the video till the end. So after rook takes c8, we have queen takes rook, then queen to d5, and pawn takes bishop, gaining material. So now we have check, king moves, and rook takes knight. Pawn takes knight and king to f1. He doesn't take. Okay, so this is one known as an umbrella pawn. Umbrella pawn is where a pawn is close to promotion, but a king or other piece is blocking it. So now, black plays queen to e8. So now, Selper had said that he sacrificed enough, but not enough. Rook to f7 check. So he has to take with the queen here. So now we have queen to c8. You remember these pawns on the beginning of the game? It is blocking the king's escape. So now, black's only move is queen blocks. And now we have pawn to d7. So this may happen sometimes because you defend and you attack. So here, black has left with no other option but king to f7. Pawn takes e8 with a check. Rook takes queen. Queen to b7 check. Rook blocks. And c6. Offering another queen to trade. Here, sorry about that. Offering another queen. So, the reason why white did that is because the queen cannot win a battle of these 3 minor pieces. It's the pawn. So black doesn't take and plays e4, freeing the bishop, but white keeps pushing this pawn. Now e3. Check. King moves check, king moves check. So Selper played his position is what calling a repeating moves. So the game was played in 1998, and at that time there is no time on the clock. So Selper can just repeating checks and think of a better move. So now he sacrifices his queen. That is the second queen sacrifice. So king takes, and the third queen appears for white. Bishop to h6, trying to defend the pawn. And we have check, king moves, check, king moves, check, king moves. And the queen, and Selper goes after this pawn. He did not go after this or this. He goes after this. So black responds with pawn to e2. So now which pawn to take now. Most of you will want to take this pawn, but if you do, suddenly your masterpiece has failed. So, Selper took this pawn. Now we have bishop to e3 check, trying to deflect the king so you can promote this pawn. But now, Selper played king e1 and black resigned. So, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. I'm trying to reach 20 subscribers at the end of the year. And don't remember to like the video. And if we get 10 likes on this video, I will drop off my next video early. See you next time. Bye.